So that's the Airbnb on the left there, correct?
Correct.
All right, and it has a ring camera. That's what you were showing?
Yes.
All right. There's parking along the side of the building, correct?
Correct.
All right. People do park on the side of the building, right?
There are spots there, yes, sir.
So when Alicia Andrews arrives to that door, she is caught on that ring camera. Is that correct?
Yes.
You can see the ring camera from this distance, right?
Yes.
It's also listed in the Airbnb listing that there are security cameras at the premises, right?
I'm not aware of that.
You're not aware of that?
I'm not doubting it. I haven't read the listing
Okay.
to know that off the top of my head.
All right. When Alicia Andrews arrives to the Airbnb and she's on camera going in the front door, she approaches the door and she knocks on the door. Is that correct?
That's correct.
She has her bag in her hand.
She had, I believe, a phone in her hand, maybe a bag on her shoulder.
All right. And when she approaches the door and knocks on it, someone from inside lets her in, correct?
That's what the evidence would suggest at this point with the log and all the information that we have. I have no definitive way of knowing that someone inside let her in.
Okay. Well, she knocks. She doesn't put in a code, correct?
It does appear she's knocking when the first video starts, yes.
All right. And because she doesn't have a key to the door, somebody on the inside must open it. Is that correct?
There's multiple ways to gain access. You can be let in by the owner. Somebody could open it. It could have been unlocked. At that specific moment, there's no way to tell what's happening inside the unit.
All right, but the owner is not inside the unit, right?
No.
The owner of the Airbnb. He's actually lives in a different state.
Correct. Yes, sir.
And the only way for him to open the door would be through some remote system.
Yes.
All right, and the owner was not talking to Alicia Andrews when she approached the door. Is that correct?
Not that I have any evidence of.
All right. I'm going to play State's Exhibit 61A. I need some. All right, in this video, is Alicia Andrews hiding from the camera?
It doesn't appear to be, no.
You hear someone say, "My bad," as she walks inside. Is that
Correct.
All right, so somebody was inside.
So the Ring camera has the ability to communicate via the speaker. The logical deduction at this point with the logs and all the information we have is that yes, we believe someone was inside at this moment, but there's no definitive way to know whether that voice came from inside or the speaker.
Okay, if it came from the speaker, it would have had to come from the owner or one of his employees. Is that correct?
Someone who has access to the account, sure.
All right. When you were interrogating Alicia Andrews, and up until, I guess, this trial, you initially believed that Alicia Andrews was let in through the intercom, through the remote access device.
Yes.
All right. When did you come to realize that Alicia was not let in remotely?
When I examined the locking mechanism log myself.
So like a month ago?
I can't recall the exact date, but yes, it was more recent to the trial than I didn't have it in July of 2024.
All right. And during the interrogation, you and Detective Campbell said you knew for 1,000% that she opened the door and let everyone else in through the back. Is that correct?
Again, so there's logical deductions and inferences that have to be made with circumstantial evidence. That's a part of the requirement. Evidence, it's still evidence. At that time, I was not privy to the locking log that would have shown that the lock was manipulated somewhere in between 55 and 36 when we see it. There's a 36-second buffer that, yes, theoretically, it's possible somebody else put in the code and came in right before she did. And from the logs, we can see that they lock and lock almost simultaneously. So it does appear, now that I have all of the information, that somebody likely came in a few seconds before her. She got locked out, and that's why she's knocking, and yes.
All right. But I guess you didn't have all the information about that until a month before trial.
Specifically the locking log, the exhibit where we can see the thumb lock turn and unlock. I didn't have that information during the interrogation room, while I was in the interrogation.
And that locking log changed your perception of what you were seeing in this video, correct?
In totality, yes, sir.
All right. So is it still your opinion that Alicia Andrews opened the door with a code or was let in remotely and then let people in through the back?
No, as far as the entry, those are two separate things. As far as the entry, again, I just testified to the fact that when we analyze all of the data, is to include the locking log mechanism, it does appear that someone let her in. She didn't put in a code herself. And as far as whether she opened the back door or not, I have no way of knowing who opened the back door.
Okay. All right, at this time, I think you've testified that, and the time is there on the screen, 1955, that's 7:55 p.m., correct?
Correct.
And Davion Murphy is not on scene yet.
The cell phone evidence that I have would suggest that, yes, he was not on scene yet.
All right. So when Alicia Andrews arrives to the Airbnb, it's impossible for her to see Davion Murphy and whoever Davion Murphy was driving to Tampa with at the Airbnb in the beginning.
The Murphys arrived 2 minutes to 5 minutes after she did.
Okay.
So at the specific time that she arrives at 7:52, yes, they were not there. She would not have seen them at 7:52.
And she would not have seen them when she first walked into the door either, is correct?
Yeah, their devices, the Davion's device arrives at 7:57. She's walking into the door at 7:55, so correct. When she's walking into the door, we don't believe that she would have seen Davion Murphy.
All right. And you don't know when Davion Murphy went into the Airbnb, if he even went into the Airbnb at this time?
No, pretty much all front door usage stops after this.
All right. Showing what's in evidence is State's Exhibit 66. This is the locking entries of the door of the Airbnb. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. So at 7, let's start at 6:08. 6:08, the access code is deleted, correct?
That's what it says, yes,
and
sir.
And this is June 23rd, 2024, correct?
No, I'm sorry. At the very top it starts. The bottom is,
June 22nd.
so everything below where it says June 22nd, that's all June 22nd.
All right, so that's June 22nd, 2024. That's the day that Alicia Andrews arrives to the Airbnb.
Yes, sir, correct.
All right, and the access code is deleted at 6:08 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Before Alicia Andrews or anyone else arrives to the Airbnb, right?
That was before anyone arrived, correct, yes.
So that's a previous access code and before a previous tenant.
That's what I would assume, yes.
Then you see that the door is unlocked by access code at 7:55.
Correct.
Correct?
Yes.
And the door is unlocked by access code, but Alicia Andrews is not putting in the code, correct?
Correct.
And if it's unlocked by an access code, that means somebody's supposed to be at the door putting in a code.
Correct.
That is not captured on any video, correct?
So I'm not sure as far as, I'll retract a little bit, I'm not sure what it would show if someone was remotely logged in, but this would imply, unlocked by access code, that somebody put in a code, correct? And there is nothing captured on camera of somebody putting in a code, correct?
All right. So either the camera did not capture the person who put in the code, meaning the camera is faulty, or the door unlocked by itself with the access code.
So again, there's a 36-second buffer that we have to work with, and at this point there had been no activity, an hour. I am familiar that Ring cameras, in order to save battery, put themselves in sleep mode. So in theory, if you were moving fast enough, you could get in before the camera fully boots up and start recording. Because when the recording starts at 55:36, it's actually her approaching right before she knocks. So the evidence would suggest 7:55 unlocked by access code, 7:55:36 she's on camera about to hit the door, that whoever put in this access code and came in from her came in seconds prior, and the camera likely would have been booting up.
All right. So the camera did not capture the first person who went in, or maybe first two people that went in.
Correct.
So the camera itself does not show every exchange in and out of the Airbnb.
So there is a corresponding video to pretty much all of these locking mechanisms. So
What do you say?
if there's movement at the door, whether you can beat the movement and the image it's going to capture is just the blank space after you've gotten out of the line of view, but there is a corresponding recording with all of the locking mechanisms of movement at the door.
With all of them or with most of them?
The only one that I didn't find a video for was the 759, unlocked by thumb turn, locked by thumb turn, but every other one had a corresponding video.
Well, and the 755 did not have a corresponding video.
No, it did. The 755,
The
36.
unlocked by access code?
There's two. So the one where we see her walk up and knock, that's a 755, 36. And then the one she turns around, walks away. When she walks back and actually gains in, that's at 756. So both of those motions in front of the camera have corresponding. So yes, there's two different activations.
This locking log that we see here still states Exhibit 66. You said that it was initially sent to Detective McGill. Is that correct?
Yes, I had reviewed the email. It appears to have been sent originally to Detective McGill.
All right. And you found out about this locking log after there was a deposition taken of the owner of this Airbnb. Is that correct?
Correct.
After I took the deposition.
Correct.
All right. So during that deposition, there was information uncovered that there was a locking log.
That I was made aware of it, yes.
All right. And you didn't know about the locking log before that deposition?
I was made aware of that that the owner had some kind of app where he can track. I personally had not reviewed a log or known that a log was sent.
Okay.